and welcome to another episode of Conversation with a Chef. I'm Jo Ritty, and I love sharing with you the conversations I get to have with talented and passionate chefs. It's the backstory, if you will, to the food they're putting up. I begin today by acknowledging the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation, traditional custodians of the land where this conversation takes place, land which was never ceded, land where communities came together to eat seasonally, locally, and without exhausting resources. I pay my respects to their elders past, present, and emerging. Today I'm chatting to Luci and Kim at Oko. Oko recently opened in Fitzroy in the heritage-listed building that was Hell of the North for a few years. Headed by mother and son team Luciana and Sebastian Pasinetti, with head chef Kim Maree Moore, Oko is a celebration of all the best things you might imagine about Mediterranean dining, and the team draw on their experience, heritage, and the passion they have for food and hospitality. The other great thing about Oko is the importance Sebastian, Luciana and Kim place on staff wellbeing and mental health. I sat down with Luci and Kim and we talked about how they collaborate on the menu and the cooking. I found out more about how wellbeing underpins everything at Oko, and I really appreciated how generous and honest Luci and Kim were with everything they told me. I cannot wait to go back to Oko for the Mediterranean fried chicken and the porchetta, but also because I just really loved these women and the way they spoke about food, each other, and how much they appreciate Sebastian's approach to hospitality. Oko is a special place, and I am so glad I just live down the road from it. Hi, I'm good, thank you. I'm Jo.
Jo, my name's Luci. How are you?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Yeah. Welcome to Oko.
Thank you. I've been here when it was Hell of the North, but it's nice to see some Mediterranean touches.
Well, it is, yeah. I mean, from the time that we purchased it, we didn't do a grand makeover because it was just a beautiful feel, a beautiful ambience. It was just beautiful all over. So we just basically implemented a lot of the greenery.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Changed the banquettes and what have you, and just gave it a little bit of a little minimal touch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's such an iconic frontage, isn't it?
Oh, it's just beautiful. Yeah, it's just the whole place in general. Yeah, just beautiful. It wasn't one of these places that we felt that we needed to gut and just do a whole new transform and what have you. So we just thought, no, let's just go with minimal and
Great.
Yeah,
lovely.
Sure. Welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, you need to come and meet Chef.
Yes, I've actually met Kim before.
Okay.
I did a conversation with a chef with her in 2017.
Okay. She won't be sick. Okay, this is basically our dining room.
Yeah, beautiful.
It is quite
So nice. Gosh, and the glassware is stunning, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, absolutely.
And nice, and that table, gosh. And so great to have that bluestone, isn't it?
It is. It certainly is. Yeah, it certainly is.
And where were you before here?
Well, this is our very first restaurant.
Yeah.
The very first one. Very, very, very first one.
Yeah.
So it's great that I get to experience this journey with my son.
Yes.
Yeah,
so he's been in hospitality.
He's been in hospitality for a number of years. I've done a lot of hospitality in my past as well. I just came out of managing a canteen at a school of 2,000 and a half kids and what have you. But yeah, and then I did a lot of it in the UK as well in my early teens.
Okay.
Well, early 20s, I should say.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we always had a passion of entertaining at home and what have you. And it was from the time that I took my son into work experience at our local restaurant and going, hey, could you give my son the opportunity of doing work experience? And he said, not sure, not a problem. And that's when he embraced everything, and yeah. And this is what delivers to where we are today.
Yeah, amazing. So you're from Melbourne.
That's correct, yes.
Yeah, and then you've had time in London. He's had time in London.
He's had time in London in his early 20s as well. So sort of history repeats itself.
Yeah, that's right.
You sort of follow in each other's footsteps. Of course. Yeah, and he was born in the UK as well. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you've got Italian heritage.
We've got Italian background, yes.
our
Both
background,
my parents are Italian.
Yeah. And Sebastian's
father's from West Africa.
Yeah.
So a place called Ghana.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's where the name Oko comes from.
I wondered that because I did Google Oko and it came up with is that how you're saying? Is it?
Yeah, it's called. The right pronunciation is Oko. So that's Sebastian's middle name. So it comes from where his father was born and raised. When twins are born in that particular region, they are given the name Oko for a male, and Sebastian has a twin sister called Tanika, and her middle name is Akwele. So if they went out into parts of Ghana and what have you, and they said that they were Oko, they would know what region of what part of Ghana it is.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It is.
Yeah, I did. I looked that up, and that is what it said. I hadn't quite got the regional aspect to it, so that's that's very fascinating.
Sure. Yeah, fair enough.
And then I was thinking it sort of fits in with the well-being aspect of Oko with the, are you okay? And then I was having all kinds of ideas in my head, but
Oh, okay, sure, okay.
But
okay,
that was maybe going too far.
Yeah, I wouldn't say. Well, I mean, our big focus is on the mental health side of things and making sure that our staff members are all, okay, and when they come on premises that they're all fine, and we're here to help them in any way whatsoever and what have you. And that stems right back to going back to what I previously said, when Sebastian was given the opportunity of having his own larder section at work experience and what have you. He worked alongside some chefs and what have you, and he sort of came, and that time there when he entered in that premises, he had the love of cooking, the love of entertaining, the love of everything, and within 6 months of being there, he sort of thought, no, this is all so wrong, you get treated so badly and what have you. So then he came out more front of house and what have you, and that's when he went along and did his journey through lots of Melbourne restaurants and what have you, alongside of Chin Chin as well for a number of years, went to open up Chin Chin in Sydney and what have you, and and then sort of, this is when I want to have my own place, I'm not going to treat my staff like this, and it's
a big question I'm asking these days, because there's varying degrees of answers and things that you get, but I think most people I talk to, well-being is a really important issue, and
100%,
and sustainability of hospitality staff and so on. I guess the places I'm choosing, or the places that are popping up on Broadsheet and so on, I would hope that would be the case, but I'm sure there's still a number of places where it's not, which is a shame. I just don't, For me, I don't know if you know, I often talk about this book I read called Like Water for Chocolate, and it's about a woman who every time she cooks something, her emotions go into the food, and so and then the people and then the people who eat it then have emotions, and
100%.
So for me, a happy kitchen and happy staff, it just seems like
by far
logical.
Absolutely, yes, absolutely.
And
it stems back even from that term "happy wife, happy home," doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, 100%. That's right. And even so far as the kind of food that that you're using and the organic nature, and it's the fact whether it's basked in the sun or whatever it's done. I don't know. I think of happy food.
It is,
absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hi Kim, I was here before at Bother Ambo.
Yes, you
And I just looked up when it was, and it was 2017, which feels like a long time ago.
It's not that long ago.
No, that's right. Well, we discount a few years for lockdowns and things, I think.
Yeah. 100% those, can we?
But I was just looking on your Instagram, and I was remembering how you said how much you love pork, and I saw that beautiful photo of pork, and I was like, clearly that love is still alive.
Yeah. I had to get that one in there.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah. Well, it works well for Mediterranean food as well, doesn't it?
It does.
Thankfully,
Absolutely.
for me,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. So I'm really interested to know, because I know, Sebastian said in his messages that, Luci, you have some ideas about the food, but then obviously Kim, you're the head chef. So how does that work with putting a menu together or working together?
Okay. Obviously being an Italian background and what have you, the love of food or what have you, we love the love of spice and what have you. We basically came to Kim and sort of delivered to Kim that what we were about, as we just explained, and said that we loved our Mediterranean foods and what have you. And Kim, the remarkable Kim, went away and presented us with this beautiful menu.
It's a collaborative.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
So, Luci having the Italian background, like she's a really great resource for me to, I guess, sort of talk to you about, like, you know, more traditional sort of flavours, and if we twisted it this way, would be going too much against the grain sort of thing. And,
Sure.
yeah. Like we collaborate a lot, Luci and I. It's really good.
And is it a seasonal menu? Or how
yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Just flipped into our spring menu, hence the porchetta and all these fabulous tomatoes that I'm getting at the moment, like heirloom tomatoes.
Yeah, I saw that photo too of the heirloom.
Oh my god,
They're so beautiful.
how
aren't they?
beautiful are they?
Yeah. And what are you doing with
I'm
those?
serving that with a burrata.
Yeah.
So, obvious choice.
Yeah. And I saw a photo of something with anchovies as well.
The
Yes,
anchovy toast, yes. So we make our, we try to make everything here in-house, so we make our own focaccia. I think it's sacrilege not to. So we were making that just for as a side, and then we were like, we've got this beautiful bread, like, why are we not showcasing this, you know, a bit better? And then that sort of came to Luci and I talking about, like, doing a anchovy toast and just mixing all the Mediterranean flavours in there. It's beautiful.
Well, it went from our roasted peppers with the focaccia, and then from the focaccia, the roasted peppers, it went to the anchovies, and we thought, okay, we need to collab all these together.
Yeah.
And bang, here we are.
We get a bit
Yeah.
overexcited.
We get very excited in the kitchen at times.
That's
It
great
is.
though.
It absolutely is.
How amazing to come. And I could tell too, just from your Instagram, how, you know, still so passionate about food and cooking you are. And I think it's so great to know, you know, that you know, without numbers of years on things, but, you know, you've been a chef for a while. And I love the idea that chefs are still really excited to come to work. And then what a great experience to work
100%.
with owner chef who's also so excited, I think.
Yeah.
Sure, absolutely.
It's really
Absolutely.
great.
Yeah.
You don't often get that as a chef. Usually, you know, I mean, which is fine. Like other restaurants, you just write the menu and plod along and off you go. But it is really, it's that one sort of next level sort of thing when you have owners that are just as passionate about food as you are.
Yeah.
Like, because I could talk about food all day long, but and annoy the living daylights out of people. But yeah,
You
me
can
and
never
Luci.
annoy people.
No, I don't
talking
think
about
so.
food.
People
Never.
love talking about food.
100%.
I lived in the south of France for a year, a long time ago. Always still bang on about it. But I remember being in the hairdressers once, and turns out the guy probably had a problem with alcohol, was disappearing behind the curtain, and then he'd come out and wet my hair and do another cut, and then people afterwards said, you know, in French, that's not a cut, that's a massacre. And I was, oh, that's great. Anyway, that whole time that I was there waiting for him to come in and out, there were these two people discussing what the correct recipe of the king's cake that they serve in January is, and I just thought, only in France, but I think not only in France, people love discussing food, and
certainly
but
do.
I think probably people who are passionate about it, and then I think anyone who's around that Mediterranean area, I think it's and I loved when I lived there just how many, all the tomatoes and the amount of, you know, vegetables and olive oil rather than cream and butter and all that.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
The produce over there is fantastic.
Yeah.
You know, we get just as beautiful stuff here these days.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I think we're very lucky. Yeah.
Well, a lot of the Victorian producers are incredible, aren't they? And all the things that come from Gippsland and so on. I mean, it's
Yeah, for sure.
amazing. That's right.
The really great thing about Victoria is there's a lot of small batch farmers that have come more into the mainstream now. They're more accessible to us, whereas before we would have to go separately to each one to get the beautiful, say, heirloom tomatoes and whatnot. Now it's more accessible, like, so we can get all of these beautiful things from just our normal providors, like fruit and veg people, meat people. They sort of collate it for us, which is a whole of a lot easier.
A lot easier.
These days.
Yeah, and then you know what's good and what's, you know, in season and ready, and yeah, maybe I don't know. Do you? I suppose you don't really use indigenous ingredients for the.
Not here.
No.
I have before when I was in Queensland, it's really huge up there.
Yeah.
It's always on a menu somewhere. I really love those sorts of ingredients, but not this time.
Probably a bit of a stretch to
Yeah.
put into Mediterranean food.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it's not going.
Yeah. And so what are some other things that are on this spring menu in terms of mains? And we've got the porchetta.
Yeah.
Should I grab a menu?
Yeah, grab a menu.
We sort of sleep, eat and dream of our foods.
Yeah.
And when a question comes up,
Yeah, that's right. What's actually there? Yeah.
I might just, if you could have a read of that, and then I'll just grab my glasses.
Oh, I need my glasses too. Yeah. And I remember you saying how inspired you were by what's in the market and obviously by suppliers rather than looking at books and things. And and I remember that lovely comment about talking to the ladies down Victoria Street.
Oh, absolutely. I still go there.
Do you? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Because, I mean, since COVID, I've started cooking at home more, which is amazing. It sort of gave me back that love of cooking at home. So I still go down and talk to the ladies down there and stuff.
Yeah.
I still hit the markets, like farmers markets and stuff like that on the weekends. It gets you more in touch with what's out there and what people are producing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Absolutely.
'cause some of the produce that people are like making at farmers markets and stuff are just phenomenal. And it's their startup sort of business there. And then someone will, like, say me, will go, oh, fabulous, I really love this, I want to bring it to the restaurant. And then off they go.
Off it goes.
You know?
Yeah.
So I like that sort of, that circle of life this industry has,
Yeah.
you know?
Absolutely.
Mm.
Well, I was talking to some chefs turned heirloom vegetable growers.
Yeah.
So Joe Corrigan and Matt, and I think that's an interesting circle as well because they know what chefs want, and now they're growing all these beautiful vegetables in their garden and having a different relationship, I suppose, with that food than what they had as chefs. But yeah.
Yeah,
so,
sure. Absolutely, for sure. It's coming a long way now. Like, there's so much produce that you never used to be able to get your hands on. You used to look at it in a book and go,
no, 100%.
Gosh, I wish we could get that, you know?
Yeah.
No, I used to go and see the guy at South Melbourne Markets. He just had a little potato stand there. But he was the most passionate foodie guy I've ever spoken to. And he used to go and get just little trinkets, you could probably call it, but little bits of things like all around the country. He would sort of travel. So if you wanted enoki mushrooms, he would find this person who lives in the hills of New South Wales or whatever, who only grows enoki mushrooms off of trees, and he'd bring them to you and you'd try the normal standard ones you buy, and then you try this and it's like, oh my god. Like, I remember him standing there like getting us to try this Australian grown wasabi.
Oh, wow.
Wow, mind blowing.
Wow.
Like, when you first taste it, when it's grated, it's like wasabi, but as it sits there, like as the seconds tick by, it not loses its flavour, it changes flavour. So you try it again, and it's a different taste completely. But he used to do that, but he'd have like every potato you could imagine.
That's outstanding.
In his
yeah.
like blue ones, pink ones, purple ones, like, and the blue ones that he had were like, oh my god, you could roast them, make them into gnocchi. Albeit a weird coloured gnocchi. But if you're just cooking at home, that's fine. But the taste, like, amazing. Really amazing. I don't know if he's still there anymore. I haven't been to South Melbourne for a while.
Yeah, wow.
That's... hey.
He's really great.
And have you got sort of family favourites or touches of family favourites that have made it onto the menu as well?
Our roasted eggplant, for one, which was on our previous menu. That was our roasted char-grilled roasted eggplants, which we stuffed with the goat's cheese, and then they made a nice sugo sauce to accompany that. That was probably one of our favourites. We're now going on to we're taking over a cafe over in Fitzroy, and that's going to have our homemade famous polenta on there as well.
Oh yeah, that's delightful.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
It's delicious. Truffle polenta.
What? Wow.
That
Yeah,
amazing.
absolutely. Yeah, which is a delight to have.
Yeah.
That's been in my household for a number of years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really fantastic.
So the idea is to order a few things and share them, is that?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Medium plates. So share.
We just
Or
didn't want to be
have a
one of those
feeling.
venues that you came and you ordered your entree, your main courses, what have you.
Yeah,
We
that's
found even as having functions at home too, I would have an array of foods on my tables, and everyone used to congregate around the tables because it was a conversational point. You know, there was bits of this and bits of this going on and what have you. So yeah, that's what we wanted to deliver with Oko.
Yeah. Well, it's feasting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely,
About, which is
100%
amazing.
feasting.
And we
Absolutely.
all love to eat like that now. Doesn't
Yes.
matter what cuisine. Like you used to only just really do it with like maybe your Asian cuisines, like Vietnamese restaurant, you do everything.
Yeah.
And everybody eats. But now it's sort of it's coming to like every cuisine.
Yeah.
And all of that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and
nice.
it also takes it away too because you have your entree, then you have
social.
your main, and then your meal's done. Where feasting like this, you could start off with a couple of plates, and then you could have a little bit of a break in the midst of that, and then you'll order some more. So the burst of flavours that are going in your mouth is enticing you to order some more, and then the accompanying wines that we offer to go with these meals too make it much more of a delight as well. Yeah.
Amazing, and I think that satisfaction, it's so lovely, isn't it, to see just people loving your food, and you get that when you cook at home, but it must be amazing seeing that
It is.
every night here on a bigger scale.
It is. I mean, for the amount, we often go around to the tables and we speak to our guests and go, you know, how did you like Oko's food and what have you. The amount of comments that we get are incredible. Majority of comments is that I've got a party happening in my mouth
Yeah.
with all the flavours and spices and sauces and things like that. So
Yeah.
And that's interesting. I know spices do come up, especially with Italian food, but I often forget. I don't know why I forget that because I don't think about spice. But it was on the Spice Road, wasn't it? So that's what it is.
Sure.
isn't it?
Definitely along the spice trail.
Absolutely.
For
Yeah.
sure.
So what kind of spices are you using?
Well, because we're Mediterranean, so we've got shawarma spice at the moment with our mushrooms, and that's served with like a hummus underneath. So that's a really great sharer with some focaccias. What else are we spicing at the moment? Sorry, I've got brain drain.
What's What's spicy bomba butter?
So that's because me being a chili lover, nerd of the chili. So that was something I made up years ago. So I just roast off a lot of different chilies, and then sort of reduce them down a little bit and mix it in with the butter. So it's hot,
Yeah.
but it quickly dissipates.
Yeah.
So that's our little like.
That,
It's a made up butter.
oh, great. And that fried chicken, I saw a photo of that on someone's Instagram. Maybe
Oh, yeah.
or maybe yours.
So we
That was amazing.
yeah, that is
on there.
amazing.
It's
That's one of our number one sellers.
like,
Oh,
Yeah.
it looked like next level fried chicken.
Yeah, because we use like chicken thigh, obvious choice, being juicy and delicious. Then we marinate that in adobo spice, buttermilk, brine, and then we have like an adobo flour we put on there, which is gluten free. And then it gets the bomba butter on top of that with a chili lime salt. So there's like all these different angles that flavours are hitting you from with
Yeah.
that fried chicken.
It certainly is.
It's like
Oh, wow, amazing.
pop your
Alright,
face
yeah,
off.
It does.
Definitely coming back
Hence the
here.
party of flavours happening in my mouth.
Yeah, I can see where that comes from there.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, nice. And you've got
And razzle hanout at the moment I've got with my porchetta. So I'm just like rubbing that, and then we're trussing it and hanging it for like 3 days, and then cooking. Like yesterday, Lucy was like, "Oh my god!" Like at the crackle that was coming up. Like I think that was the best crackle week
Yeah,
yesterday.
that was a great experience in the kitchen yesterday.
You
I
can
went
literally
home.
stand there watching the crackle happen, like in the oven. I have it in the
Wow.
kitchen.
You do a time lapse.
I stand there staring at it.
Yeah,
my
you do. Mesmerising, yeah.
I actually think
Absolutely.
chefs think I'm crazy.
I actually went home and I wanted to stop at Woolies to buy a bit of roast pork and go roast it myself, and I thought I can't be doing this at 10 o'clock at night, so no, that's just going to have to wait. So,
But the beautiful thing with that dish is, again, I'm using the pork belly. I know I'm very repetitive on pork belly, but it's cooked properly. It's such a beautiful thing. So I'm rolling pork belly for that one, not using like a loin cut or anything for the porchetta.
Yeah.
And just not really slow cooking it for a while, and then I fierce heat and do the crackle. But it's produced a really juicy sort of product, like because you've got all the little layers of fat, I guess, in between the pork bellies, but they're perfectly rendered down. They've perfectly rendered down and gone into the meat.
Yeah.
So it's I'm in love with it at the moment. I can't stop eating it,
it's bloody delish.
which is not going to make me very slim, but
It's fine.
But happy, so.
As long as we're happy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're in the kitchen as well.
I am. I spend probably about 3 to 4 days on a good week alongside of Kim in the kitchen and amongst Olivia, our sous chef as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's another great pair of hands in the kitchen.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's our Sicilian connection.
Okay.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I guess we bounce off the three of us, don't we? We
Yeah,
go in
yeah.
there and we go, okay, what about this? We think, okay, what can we do with our pork? And then we go all brainstorm, and then as a result,
I feel like that's so great. It means that there's just going to be always ongoing conversations, and the possibilities are endless. That's exciting.
oh, absolutely,
Well, there
absolutely,
is.
absolutely.
Because there's like, you're from
Calabria.
Calabria.
Yeah.
So you've got a Calabria connection, then you've got Olivia upstairs who's Roman Sicilian. So the conversations we sort of have around, like, even like with our writing of menus, you know, Lucy will say, "Oh, this is how we do it," and then Olivia will be with her sort of Sicilian Roman sort of influences, and then it just comes together. Because as always, I've been, as a chef, like, I like the collaborative thing. Like, if you can tell me something that blows my mind, I'll do it. Do you know what I mean? Like, if it's for the betterment of the dish.
It's proven.
And whatever, and it speaks for itself.
Absolutely.
You know, we don't try to stick to anything in particular, but you always will see, like, some, like at the moment I've got Pizelli. I've given it a bit of a facelift on the menu here on the sides.
Nice.
We're serving that with I get smoked pork hocks in, and then I cook those down further, like in a braise.
Mm-hmm.
Then we pull that apart, and we use the juice from that, the liquid, the braising liquid, to cook the pizelli in.
Mm.
You had pizelli before?
No, I haven't.
Oh my god! I know
But-
it's missing.
Cooked that way, they are, yeah.
Yeah,
It takes
What
it away
what
from
is it about pea and ham or pea and pork? It just,
it's so comforting.
yeah,
like it's
it
just
goes
that,
really well, doesn't it?
Mhm.
that
Certainly does.
heartwarming thing.
One of those.
You know,
Yeah.
and it's so familiar to people,
Yes.
that combination. You know.
I like this can't decide. I wouldn't be able to decide here, so the awkward choice sounds perfect
Yes.
to me. Just
That's where
bring
Sebastian
it to
comes
me.
in.
Yeah, that's yeah. That is a great. I mean, when people choose that option, it's a great introductory to our menu. So we go away and we choose the dishes for them on their behalf. So they're not knowing
It's worked
what
really
they're
well.
going to have delivered to their table.
Yeah.
And it works generally 99, even 100% of the
Yeah.
time. It works perfectly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's okay if you get a dish that you're sort of like, oh, you know, it's not to my liking. Sebastian will just come in and go, just give me one of these dishes, and off you go, you know, deliver him another dish in happy days. It's like a casual sort of thing. Sebastian's very good at that sort of thing and reading his customers and clientele, like, and what they will like, because he spends quite a lot of time
Yeah, he's very good at
with
reading
each
that.
table, because he's had so many years experience in this industry, like working at Chin Chin and all that sort of thing,
Yeah.
and overseas. And
Oh, he does it down to a
You know.
fine detail.
he's very
Yeah,
good,
yeah.
and I love it. Like even me getting the dockets, like the feed me dockets, I just think, yeah, that makes sense to me. Perfect.
And I think too, from what I can tell just from reading the various things and from his messages, like he obviously really cares. He cares about the diners, but he cares about the staff as well. So
yes,
it's
100%.
He's very passionate.
Yeah.
Very, very passionate.
Yeah, which is so
It's
good.
incredible, and that stems right back from when he was in his teens, starting to his working part-time and what have you. I would walk into these venues and go, "Oh, you Sebastian's mum?" They go, "Oh my God, this boy's remarkable. Where is he from?" and what have you, and just his fine detail. And he would accommodate people. He'd make sure that they were comfortable and what have you. He would go to great lengths.
Well, that's what hospitality is, surely. Doesn't seem to always be the case, unfortunately. But that's my understanding. So I love it when I meet people who are so passionate and keen to create that. That space, so
It creates a really great buzz in here, and each table, I think, I mean, I'm in the kitchen, but I can still sort of see out and hear the restaurant. Each table feels like they've gotten a personal touch, you know, like proper I call old school hospitality. He brings it right back with a bang. Sebastian and Luci here.
Well, that can confirm it. I mean, you can just read our reviews. I mean, everybody says that the service was to a fine detail, which it is. It's not a matter of just slopping on their plate and going, "Here you go, here's your wine, see you later."
No, he will spend time.
Let us know when you want the bill. Do you know what I mean? We go back and we go, you know, can we get you anything else? Or, you know, how did you like your meal? So then at times, you know, I may come out here and Sebastian's actually sitting down with the guest and conversing, and it's just, oh my God, this is great.
Well, but isn't that the ideal too? I love the idea that owners or people, the workers or people that are working here, they're coming to work and knowing that they're here for a good time, not just
absolutely
to clock on and clock off. I really like the idea of it. You're looking forward to going to work because you know it's going to be this chance to meet new people and talk and
100%.
share food and all that kind of thing. I think that's amazing. Yeah. And since you opened, well, I guess you've had the idea for doing this as a new venture with you and Sebastian. How's it different, or has it exceeded expectations, or is it?
It has exceeded expectations by far.
Yeah.
I mean, we thought we were going to be opening up a business where we'd be turning over tables left, right, and every hour, every 2 hours, or what have you. But from what we feel, or our guests, the minute they walk in here, they're in a comfortable space. They're in a beautiful space. They sit, they wine, they dine, and they are not made to feel to get out the door because we need to turn that table over. So it was quite interesting. We sort of went in with the next one way of thinking, it may possibly go that way, but we didn't want it to go that way. But certainly if I had now had confirmation of, oh my God, we don't want to leave.
Yeah.
A restaurant will always, I find, tell you how it wants to be.
Oh, 100%.
And I say that
100%.
In the last 2 years, I've probably opened 3 restaurants, and maybe in the last 10 years, maybe 8 restaurants in Melbourne. And I say that to owners, and they sort of give me that whatever kind of look, but it does. It actually just happens.
It does.
People come in and it just organically grows.
It does. It certainly does. It certainly does. I mean, for being our very first venue, I mean, we did have a sort of a vision of how we wanted to go, but we weren't quite certain of which way it was going to go. And from the time we've opened up the door, and it certainly tells its own story. Yeah, we've had, guests come in for the 3rd, the 4th time and go, we just absolutely love it. Don't want to leave. It's just the space, it's comfortable, the music's great, the food is great, everything's great, all about it.
Beautiful. Yeah, I think that's what people want these days. They want to feel cared for.
You don't want to be pushing out your guests.
No. You don't want to be rushed out. You want to just relax and take time with the food. And
especially after the couple of years that we've all had in Melbourne in particular. We all need that little bit of extra.
Absolutely.
Even if it's going out to dinner and our waiter is so accommodating and genuine and nice, it's like,
it's so true. Absolutely. Absolutely.
We're all a little damaged from that.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, that's what this is so great, working here with Sebastian and his mental health sort of policies. He's always been very at the forefront with that and making sure everybody is okay. Because as hospitality workers, you can say, you okay? And it's always like, yep. Your life could be crumbling, like...
Oh, absolutely.
Underneath all of that. But it's not like, oh, okay, so I'm going to sit down and tell you all my problems. It's more just, it's a what do you call it? Like a mental check. Like Sebastian has like a red light, amber light, green light sort of system.
Mm-hmm.
So we can go up to him, and if we're not feeling so hot today, like, you know, some days you've got nothing, he can say, I'm a bit amber today, and you can either sit and talk it out with him, or he just knows that is how you're feeling on this day, and you know, we adjust the world around that.
And it is nice walking into a venue or in any workplace really, that if you can go up to your supervisor or manager on duty and go, you know what, I've had a really bad morning or what have you, and they actually turn around and go, you know what, go and take 10 minutes out and what have you, go get refreshed. Like, we'll send our staff upstairs and go, you know what, take 10 minutes out, we'll deal with what's going on out here and what have you, and then come back down when you're feeling okay.
Well, that's right, and even being able to voice those things, it's so
absolutely
important.
Absolutely.
And I read a couple of other things too, that having 2 consecutive days off. And,
yes,
and
very much so.
A limit on
hours and
knock off.
Absolutely.
Which
all
is,
that sort of thing.
you know, it sounds like a small thing, but I think it's really important.
It's
I spoke to the guys from the Prince Wine store a year or so ago, and they said that, you know, they try and substitute sometimes, instead of knock off drinks, they'll, you know, have smoothies or something, but they're also trying to encourage them to do yoga together and those things, but making a really conscious effort, I think, just to even mention that, I think, is a big deal, because, you know, I get it, and you know, after a big hard night on the floor, it's nice to have a drink, but then just one drink or whatever is it's good to be cognizant of that. But
exactly.
Absolutely.
All these things are things that I think we think of or we're aware of, but sometimes it's great, like when you're goal setting, is to actually say them out loud and have them as as an understanding. I think I was really blown away when I read that. I thought that's so important.
Yeah, it is.
It certainly is.
Like, especially for this industry, and again with what we've been through in the last couple of years, like I think before that, the industry was kind of like almost folding in on itself, like something had to give, and then all of a sudden this COVID came and it made a lot of people reevaluate. But it's not there yet, but it will be, because the conversations are happening. They're happening everywhere. Like, I hear them in podcasts and whatnot now. Everybody's able to speak for once, like, because before you used to just be steely faced and it's all good.
That's right.
You know,
you were just made to go, weren't you?
Well, it's just automatic pilot.
Yeah, 100%.
From a chef perspective, it's you just go into automatic pilot because you know what you're doing, you know your job. Emotions don't get involved. But being vacant like that through your life, you're going to crumble one day. You know.
Sure.
And as we were saying before, you know, a couple of things. You know, hospitality. You're feeding people, so you're nurturing people in a way. But if that comes from a place of, you know, vacancy or not feeling so good yourself, how do you keep doing that?
Yeah. No, that's exactly right.
And what does it even mean for people to receive food from people that are, you know, struggling themselves? I just think that doesn't make sense, does it?
It doesn't. Like, if you sort of put together all the compartments that go with hospitality, dining, kitchen, the front of house, no one ever connects the dots to the whole story.
And who's looking after you? You know,
that's exactly right.
Mostly no one, usually, in general.
Yeah.
But Sebastian the Crusader.
He certainly is. He is.
Story, which is great.
He certainly is.
Like,
very proud.
For me, I grew up in quite a male, sort of toxic work environment because that's how it was.
Yeah.
In my time, like, I've been a chef for 27 years. Like, I've seen all the generations and all of the incantations that hospitality is flipped into. You know, back in the day, it used to be the style of kitchens like Gordon Ramsay, you got screamed at all day long, or you screamed at your staff all day long because that's what you were taught, and you're just mimicking, you know. And it wasn't until maybe 15, 20 years ago, I just went, right, that's enough. I can't be like this. When I go home, I feel bad. Like, I can't sleep. I'm lying awake at night thinking about, you know, cracked at my chefs all night long for the stupidest things. Like, change yourself. Be the change. So it's taken a while to sort of undo myself, unravel the way that I was brought up in the industry. But I made damn sure, and I still do to this day, that nobody that works in a kitchen with me will go through what I went
100%.
through.
Yeah.
And I shield them to an extent, which I still haven't figured out whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, because when they leave my presence and go work somewhere else, so they're going to hit a wall and go, whoa, that's not what it was about, sort of thing.
Well,
but,
I can see where you're coming from, yeah.
But I've always sort of made sure my staff were okay first. Like, if they've got problems, I have an open door policy. It doesn't matter what it is. Tell me. And we discuss, like nowadays, like we discuss, okay, so you have this problem you feel quite passionate about. Do you just want to talk to me about it and we'll sort through it together? Or is it a thing that, you know, I can go and talk to, say, for example, Sebastian for you, and sort it out? Or would you like to talk with Sebastian and I can come with you and just sit silent and just be your support person? And I find, and have found, that the synergy of a kitchen has changed so much. There's no sort of aggressive behaviour or anything anymore, you know? That's what drew me to this job, was the job ad had about Sebastian, sort of like mental health policies and all that in it. I just thought, oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
I want to be involved
It's
in
the ideal workspace, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
No one needs to be screamed at.
No.
No.
Gosh, no.
So great.
Well, it's a credit to you, Kim,
Yeah.
the way the kitchen's running at the minute. So, well done.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Conversation with a Chef with Kim Moore and Luci Pasinetti from Oko and Fitzroy. If you're interested in finding out more about Oko, you can check out their Instagram at oko.restaurant. As for me, I'm also on Instagram at Conversation with a Chef, and if you want to read the chat, you can head to www.conversationwithachef.com. I don't know if you know, but I would love it if you told a friend about my chats, encourage them to listen to them, and then maybe have a little chat yourselves about the content. You can follow me on Apple and Spotify podcasts. And once again, thanks for listening. Have a great day.